All right, today we are going to be looking at Noteflight.com. It looks like this when you get to it. Since you are new, you're going to click on Join Noteflight or click Sign Up and to create your account. I am going to go ahead and log in because I have done it before, and I use my school email and password to make it easy to remember. Once you log in, it looks like this. These are a couple of compositions I've already done. Yours will pop up there. You guys will want to make a new score. So click on that. It's going to look like this when it pops up. And it has two staves like the piano. Depending on what instrument you play, treble clef or bass clef, you will want to get rid of one of those. Since I play treble clef, I'm going to click on the bass clef, and then I'm going to go to staff and remove staff, so I just have the treble clef. One of the requirements is it needs to be 28 measures long. So if you ever want to add measures, you just click here on the little add button. So say you have all this good stuff written and then you want to insert a measure in there, you just click there and it'll insert a measure after. If you want to go ahead and add a whole bunch of measures, you can. Otherwise, you can add as you go. To insert notes, it is pretty easy. All you have to do is click on your measure and then a little note head pops up. So you can just click and you have your notes. For rests, you click on the rest and then this little rest palette pops up and you can do your rests. If you want to change the value of the note, when you click on your note, it pops up and then you can change it from there. So once you have selected the note you want, so say I want to play a G, but I didn't want that to be an eighth note, I wanted it to be a quarter note, you click on that and it changes it for you. So it gets a little bit of getting used to, but you'll get it in no time. Okay, so you need to have a variety of notes and rests, and that's how you do it. Click on the rest to get your note rests up, and then the little note head will tell you where your notes need to go. Okay, you also have to have a change in key signature. So to change your key signature, you want to click on the measure, and you'll want to do this at the beginning of the song because you want to have your original key signature. You click on staff, click change key signature. I'm going to do mine in B flat, and then click OK. So I have that, and then say over here I want it to be a different key signature. So then I'm going to change it to, maybe I'm going to go to 1 flat. And then it changes. If you want to select multiple measures, you click on the first measure and then the last measure you want and then hit shift and it will select multiple measures. Okay, you also need a time signature change. So same thing, you click on the measure you want and then go back to staff, change time signature. Maybe I want to start my piece off in 2/4. So I'd click that. Now it only changed the measures I selected. So if I want my first whole part of my song to be in 2/4, I want to select that and then change that. It's probably a good idea to set up your time signatures before you put your notes in because as you see, what I entered changed. So you can maybe map out how you want your song to go before you start so you don't lose it. Okay, you also have to do a roadmap in your composition that includes repeats for DSs, DCs, first ending, second ending. To do a repeat, you click on the bar line. You can select a repeat sign. To do a first ending, you click on the measure you want, and then there is a little tab down here. It's a bracket. You click on that, and then you can click on text and write first ending, and then you can do another little bracket. Oh, say next measure is going to be my second ending. I can click on the text and make it second ending. You can also do the text for the D, C, or DS. So T for text, D, C. If you're doing a DCL fine, then you could click on your fine, make it your fine. And there is a little symbol for the sign. I saw it in here. Where did it go? Shoot, I lost it. But there is a fancy S, oh, there it is, for the sign. And you can move that around if you need to. Okay, the other thing you need to have is articulations. So once you have your notes established, you can go back and do your articulations. So you click on the note you want, And then down here are your articulations, staccato or accent. You can choose any of those. Those are string ones, so don't mess with those. You also need to have dynamics. Here's slurs. If you want to do a slur, it pops up like that, and you can move it around. However, you probably want to, when you do a slur, you want to start on the first note and then move it to the second note. So say I want this to be slurred to that. I'll click on that, and then I can move my slur wherever it needs to go. That's also how you can do ties. So dynamics, you can do a crescendo. There's just a baby one. I'll make it bigger. Holy moly. You can mess with that and make it the way you want it to go. And they also have dynamics here. So you click on that, and then you can write forte. Or if you want it to be mezzo forte, you can write that. So that kind of writes in the fancy text. Or if you want to write just like an F for forte, you can do that too. Okay, and then the last thing you can do is tempo. And I would just do tempo with the plain text. Usually the tempo is at the beginning. So I'd put text and say I want the beginning of mine to be andante, which is slow. I would do that. And then later, maybe I want to have a change. And so maybe when I switch time signatures, I'm going to change it to fast, allegro. Or you could also be allegretto or any other tempo that you would want to have. Or largo, which is slow. So that is everything you need for your composition. It does have to be able to be played by you, so you can't make it too hard, and you also cannot make it too easy. Make sure you click on your title up here, and then you can also make yourself as a composer. If you want to have a subtitle, you can do that too. Lyricist, you probably don't need that because you won't have lyrics. So if you want to do the bonus and create a duet part, you would add a part below your staff. Whoops. Click that. And you can choose your instrument. So say I wanted mine to be for another flute. I would do that. And then I can make a duet part. If you want to play your selection, you can do that. You select it. And then, whoops. Oh, you just hit play. Okay. I don't know how to make it stop. Okay. So once you compose, make sure you play it to see if you like it. And good luck. Make sure you have all of those things to make sure it's a complete composition.